I think that'll do. We dive back in. I just that was a good first run, and I didn't want to spoil it by rocking the boat and trying again right away. We've arrived. We've arrived at Olgierd. 5 of them. I hope you like the scenery. We're gonna be here for a while. Didn't that work? Work. Bring them over here where we have a little bit of room.
As lifeless as a
Nice, 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 nice. Okay, you're a good sword fighter. He's really not bad. Oh, slap. Ah. Ah!
You wonder, do you? Live happily ever after.
Time to end this.
I'd love to, girl, but it's not so simple.
That's intelligence, man. You've chosen to.
I actually leveled up Igni this playthrough. Does he burn? Does he actually burn? Taking it to the second tier, we've got Fire Stream. For good measure. Uh-oh, he's incoming. Can't see.
As lifeless as a boulder at the roadside. No witcher should see me buried. The skies.
Not good. She's on guard. Come on.
You'll not be back.
The very first duel you have with Olgierd at his mansion. Oh! When we're off at a bad time, or such a bitter moment when you're at full health and you're just dead. Especially if you're juggling Quen and your goal is to be able to deflect any single fuck up. One hit. You get one hit, and then if you can back off and reapply if you have the stamina, you keep it rolling. Jojo Rar, hey again. Got a dash, get some work done. Thanks for taking over. Hope you have an awesome stream, Jay. Hey, thank you, Jojo. Thank you again. Everybody, reminder, check out Jojo Rar on Twitch. Spread the J love. Drop a follow. Another awesome streamer we haven't seen in a while until the other day when she popped back up. You have a good one. Bring in friends. We'll see you later. Check how long Quen lasts for, the actual timer on it. The actual timer. I know it has a... We can bring up the UI and look at the indicator, but does it show a number? You can count if you want. Quen. See the count. It looks like about 20 seconds, maybe. I need to get in the habit of reapplying it even when I don't see it down.
You wonder the delusion you'll complete your tasks.
So back to that first fight. That first fight, when he does his charged attacks. You'd reapply when he does the spit attack. I like to get 2 more hits in, but there's still an opportunity to do it after getting a couple more hits in, reapply it there. Get in the habit of doing that. Good call. So back to the first fight of his. Poor brain. I learned to parry one of them. That's what I was trying to get at. One of them. And I'm not sure I'm going to have the opportunity. You know, does he do the same one here? Am I going to see it? I'll look for it when... Shit. Okay, that's 2. So now that we're going to start seeing charged attacks more. If I can parry any of those. Olgerd, come.
That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with. Death.
Come on.
As lifeless and boring as a road roadside.
You haven't put hundreds of hours into this fight. Maybe that's a wee exaggeration.
The skies. As lifeless and boring as a
Good advice there, Quad. After this one, avoid attacks after the spit. Back off. Basically do that because his attacks will be
death holds no
more problematic.
you wonder.
And I gotta remember to breathe. Why is it always so hard under pressure to remember to breathe?
That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with. Lost your nerve? Holds no surprise. You wonder, delusion, you'll complete your tasks. Live happily.
Okay, boss.
Lifeless and bold as a child on their own side. Goodbye, Gareth. You under the delusion you complete. Live happily ever after. Closer. You under the delusion you'll complete your tasks. Live happily ever after.
No! That's right. Man, that's an endurance fight? I felt it, I saw it, I know what it was. It's oh man, it was because I had to block the Quen broke, right? Block it, yep. He broke Quen and it wasn't heard. No, it just got lost in the mix. I actually saw it. It was in the queue to be processed. And yet it was one of those seeing your death coming briefly. Just breathe for a minute. Oh, it's a good fight. Well, I can't promise different strats, but we will make that one work. Tense fight. Boss, you killed an asshole. I'm aborting the mission. B.D. Gray. Hello. Hello. Yeah, this fight. Hey, it was going so well. 6 old gears. I keep saying 5. Hiding over by the fireplace. Sea Star, are you off to bed? You might be lurking a bit. Have a great lurk.
That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal.
We need some camera angles to work with. I do like how the fight takes you through the stages. The first fight you had with Olgerd, while nowhere near as high pressure as this is in the end, they really warm you up slowly during this fight. It doesn't feel like it because it's damn hard anyways. But all the things that Olgerd does the first time you meet him, he doesn't do those all right away in this fight. Like the throwing sand that he does near the end. They build up to the Olgerd you fought in life.
You under the delusion you'll complete your tasks. Live happily ever after.
Yeah, and the learning to parry thing, it had to happen sometime in hundreds of hours of playing. And I fail it aplenty, but I have the power somewhere within.
Let's end this.
No parry Pontiff. No, fuck off, okay? Parry Pontiff.
Death holds no surprises.
Love you too. Oh, that could have been super bad. So many, especially when you get tired. It only happens more. The more times you fail this fight, the more tired you're gonna get. The more tired you get, the easier it is to screw up a few parts of this fight that are more routine than others. Or you just slip a gear for a moment, because your brain needs a rest. Don't plan to give it one, but your brain just steals a rest for a moment. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna think for a second. And then you don't push a button, then you're dead. Low voltage, hello. I lost it. Somebody stole it out of my locker. I never remember which. Ah! You know! Sorry, we can't have every run be near perfect. You have to. Right then. Edie Gray, thank you for the host.
Patching it through.
Oh man, it's such a slow build-up to the parts of this fight. Even after it, oh man, just to die too soon. I know a Witcher would rather die in combat than many alternatives. You want to die in worthy combat. First part of the fight. Why can't I spit on the ground? Where's my spit button?
That's it, dangerous man.
So in our other playthroughs, if I didn't parry him,
And you'll not be back.
or I didn't parry him much, just all dodging?
That's it.
How much longer did that take? I've blocked it out. Speaking of weapon, we should reapply. If Spectra Oil does indeed work, then we need to be reapplying it. Hadn't wore off yet. And we need to be watching for weapon. I repaired it sometime today. We're at 75%. Keep an eye on it. The spit button's only available after you're drunk enough.
Shall soon be buried.
Look at this painted world. I think Geralt's drunk enough. Just dark souled the shit out of him before.
Bad idea.
As lifeless.
I don't know, it was a good idea, Geralt. It was a good idea. Obviously it worked.
You'll not be back. The Witcher shall soon be buried. The skies.
Uh-oh. Aha!
And you'll not be back. The Witcher shall
I think I might have definitely. Yeah, during the first playthrough, yes. Yeah.
You wonder the delusion.
He's wearing a headset, right?
Live happily ever after.
Oh, this is our third playthrough. Oh, the shirt thing. Yeah, well, I just never put the shirt back on. And the game makes me. This is our third playthrough without the shirt, so I guess yes. Yes is the answer. Oh, oh, fuck me, no, no, get out of there, girl, I can't move. Fuck. Ah, man, he wouldn't hop out of the corner. I don't know what he was stuck on, but he wouldn't go. He just wouldn't go. We had, Once you miss the parry, you can still block, but you'll be out of stamina soon. So you better dodge out of the way soon, and then... Yeah. Are you up to date with The Walking Dead? No, well... First of all, no spoilers in chat, please, for anyone who's... You can whisper them to me if you want, BD Gray. I've heard them. Did not watch this last season. But I know some of them, and you don't want to put those in chat. Someone will be very unhappy, but you can whisper them to me. Nah, the show kind of, I let it fall off my radar. How you doing, Bob?
Fail, and you'll not be back.
In time for the parry. How's life today, Bob?
Chosen to deal with.
You were on before, but lurking. Proper. Let's do this again. Again.
The witches. Disguise.
This is a very unexciting pattern that requires perfect execution. Or near perfect.
Fail. Back. Too late to surrender. You wonder. Tasks. Live happily ever after.
Thinking about getting worn out by a fight like this. Eventually, the screw-ups will start to include shit like pressing right trigger instead of left trigger to try and parry. Exhaustion comes in waves. We're not there yet, obviously. I'm having memories. Old fights. Matthew!
Are you my nightmare? Or am I yours?
Oh. Olgierd is our nightmare today. Hello. Alright, now I can read your whisper. Yeah, hey, BD Gray, here's hoping. Here's hoping. If you hit me up on Discord, I can't say I'm optimistic.
Live happily ever after.
There's always hope. If I hear certain things, I might re-engage.
Death holds no surprise.
Yeah, we got those glasses yesterday. You like them? Pretty slick. Oh, wasted. Ah, wasted. See, I told you, my brain would just go mushy at times. Ah,
That's it. This man chosen to deal with.
it's how fights that start off really well. We got down to the last two already. We might not do that again for a while. Possible. suggestion about finding a
complete your tasks.
consistent
Live happily
time
ever after.
to reapply Quinn,
You're gonna make me faint.
like right after he spits, just to make sure it doesn't get lost in the mix. That is a good call.
As lifeless as a boat.
Rito, your bedtime, sorry to say. He can do it, people. He can do it. Good night, all, and have a good one. Have a nice one. Sleep well. May have to catch it in the VOD. But thanks for hanging out today, Drigto. Have a good night. I'll bring it home.
Death holds no surprises. Goodbye. Mistake.
I want to be on the other side of the room.
You under the delusion you're complete your tasks. Live happily ever after.
All right, okay. Two things went wrong with that one. Both my fault. I blocked too early,
Goodbye.
and in trying to correct in time to still get what I wanted, I threw the timing off and then lost my stamina, etc.
As lifeless.
I also need to dodge towards him instead of taking that first swing. Dodge towards him and... Oh, no! Timing! Ugh,
You under the
losing it here.
complete your tasks.
Let's try this again.
Live happily ever after.
2, 3, dodge, Quinn, attack, back off, reset. Let's go. Okay. This one. Dodge towards him and then 1, 2, 3. Reason being, I'm not going to hit him with that first attack. So I have to dodge towards him, and if I forget, it just kind of throws me off. Because I know I need to do it. So when I screw it up, I know I screwed it up. And worse sometimes than a screw up is thinking about it. Two, three. And I should stop taking those greedy extra attacks after his spit right now. I don't like that one. That one I can work with. Here's where I should be reapplying Quen and not trying to get a greedy extra hit. Should set myself up for a better position for next time. And get ready for whatever he's gonna do. That one, I just want to. Oh! That was good. Olgierd, that was smooth. I think he is 4 levels above us. We'll have to check if the quest went past. But he's at least 4 above us.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Let's see. Not good.
You under live happily ever after. That's a dangerous one you've chosen to deal with, Witcher. You under the delusion of your tasks. Live happily. The Witcher shall soon be better. Disguise will. Live happily ever after. Death holds no
Okay, oil. I was feeling the lack of oil there. Did you feel it? How are we doing on repair? 56. Let's repair. Oh, the fucking first one! Damn! Right on this. Boom! Jinxed it with the repair. I got knocked the fuck out. Oil made your feet slippery. So close. So damn close. We did start with oil. I think my save has oil on the blade. Good. I don't need to worry about that. More salt, that's the ticket. Everything's gone wavy.
as lifeless and boring as a boulder on the roadside.
Get on with it.
You under the delusion that you complete your tasks.
3 over and under. Come on back now.
Death holds no surprises.
Come on. One nice thing about the parry strat is the rhythm gives you an opportunity to breathe at consistent times. Now, I don't think I'm doing that consistently, but I at least have the opportunity, if I want to breathe. Just have to be a little bit mindful of it.
As lifeless and boring as a boulder on the roadside. You under the delusion you'll complete your tasks. Happily ever after.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Messy, not good.
Goodbye, Geralt.
The taunting Olgierd voice is nice and soft. I gotta say, when he taunts, he makes you feel right at home.
The Witcher should soon be buried.
Let's end this.
As lifeless as a boulder on the roadside. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher. As lifeless as a boulder on the roadside. Goodbye, Geralt. You wonder the delusions of creating tasks. Live happily ever after.
Oh! Alright, screwed that one up.
That's a dangerous man.
About did.
Witcher.
Time to end this.
Free to go.
You wonder the delusion you're in. Live happily ever after.
We're gonna do this now.
That's the dangerous man you've chosen to As lifeless and boring. As a boulder on the roadside.
What? Lost your nerve?
Geralt. Fail, and you'll not be back. As lifeless as a boulder on the roadside. You wonder the delusion you're in. Live happily ever after.
This.
Fail. Be back.
not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place.
Yeah, I think Geralt's beard and mustache grew about a quarter inch during that fight.
I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
Did
That
you
wasn't
now?
such a chore now, was it?
I thought he'd returned. To me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met. I don't recall.
Tried to kill me.
I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
So, the rose. Haven't thought about it since you asked.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time, I dried it and placed it in our chamber at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more. And I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the sketchbook on my grave, I remembered learning to draw my husband's face. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
Your husband's got a powerful enemy. Gaunter O'Dim. Know the name?
I curse the day I first heard it.
Who is he, and how'd he step into your lives?
It's my fault. It was for me Olgierd summoned the Man of Glass. And it was my fault he wished for riches, then immortality for us both. Olgierd will best O'Dim, won't he? Now tell me, how is my husband?
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart he's unhappy.
At heart he is stone, so nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me? What did he say?
Not much, but I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You did. Oh, from opening a beer. Thank you. Kudias, your comment, I wanted to read it. I was saying, I'm going to read your comment in a minute. We are here to ask her for the rose, but we get to choose whether or not to take it with us. Cordias says, I'd go for taking the rose and free the demons. They don't deserve being tortured forever. The cat and the dog. On the other hand, you have no idea what happens to Iris if you take the rose. She might go to a void. Still, I guess better than living in a world full of bad memories. Toughest decision in the game, Cordias says. It's a tough decision. Iris is sadness. And we don't absolutely need the rose, as it seemed on the way in.
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
Hey, trombones.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose.
Or,
feelings we witchers call pins.
Up to
They're
school.
what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case. Horrible.
Need to be honest. If I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
Well, see, Iris, people don't usually hang
don't
around
know.
after they die. Most people don't hang around.
I don't wish to suffer any longer. But I fear there will be cold and darkness until there is nothing at all.
So, that's supposed to happen, Iris. Staying here was never the plan.
I need the rose. Will you give it to me?
It's so fragile. Look, the petal edges have turned crimson, as they were on the day I received it. The one thing missing is the single drop of dew which slid down the leaf when I took the rose in hand. Or was it blood? Because I pricked my finger? I can't remember. You know, I never did read the letter from Olgierd. I didn't have to. And I needn't have kept the flower he left me. I've come to a decision. I shall give you the rose.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for freeing us.
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass. Stand in his way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
Glass that can't be broken?
So long.
Good tip.
I'll remember you.
Water is
Iris von Everec.
the mirror glass that can't
no
be
longer
broken, yes?
matters. Farewell.
Probably seen it, done it a few times and seen it half a dozen more, and I still have to check my brain and go, it's, just art it. Let the waters flow. Iris. Iris. Iris! Bye, Iris. Lamia, first Dark Souls, and now you also want to play The Witcher? What's right with you? Whatsoever a man soweth. Olgierd is a turd. She does deserve better. I'm with you there. And we finally get to use our shovel. I've been waiting to hear that thwunk, thwunk, thwunk sound. That was 33. So beside, now we're gonna equip this Ofieri sword.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Till 34, not counting the shovel. Ty, did I hear Ty in there somewhere? I don't see Ty in there. There's Ty, right next to ice cream sandwich. I'm thinking the engine doesn't scale quite so well. Ice cream. Greetings, sir, brother. Ice cream sandwich asks, hey guys, can I play this game with a Pentium 2, 300 megahertz? You're talking about a slot processor, right? We're talking slot processor, not socket. That's a slot, isn't it? And P2 300 and an overclocked GeForce 2 Pro. Dude, how about a 3DFX? Do you have a 3DFX daughter board on there? I don't think the engine's gonna scale quite that well. Oh, hi, Jay. Shovel! Squirrel! West. Where did we end up? This was pretty solid. Meet Olgierd's man at the Alchemy Inn. Having completed all of Olgierd von Everich's wishes, Geralt went to the Alchemy Inn, where he was to meet the Ataman's representative. It smells like we're going through to the end of Hearts of Stone today, which is going to leave me in a scramble for tomorrow. I thought we were going to be stuck on the Caretaker and Iris in the painting, to say nothing of all the Olgierds. So I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, but I'm going to try and have a makeup. We're not done today, by the way. We got stuff. But tomorrow's usually our off day, and I'm going to try and throw together a stream.
Well,
and instead of yesterday's that we didn't have.
Must be a new arrival.
Salt pot. Right on. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Salt pot. Cuphead. If I'm feeling especially punchy, we could do Cuphead with no intention of finishing. Anyways, I tease. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna finish this first, and then we're gonna take a break from The Witcher to play something before we come back. But we are in the level range now for Blood and Wine. What we'll probably do is come back to The Witcher sometime for Blood and Wine. However long we spend on that, maybe we'll just roll that into finishing the main story. And I wish I knew. No, I don't know what I'm streaming after this. I should know. I don't know. Do you know? Maybe you know. Check this, it gets updated. It should get updated a lot more frequently. It's a new schedule back end, but I'm going to try and use it. Spec Me didn't come back to life, did it? So, Blood and Wine sometime in the next month or two, but Hearts of Stone for now. Metal Gear has been in my head. It's been stuck in my head. Ty, did you watch any of DRK's 24-hour stream? I kept popping in on tapes and tapes and tapes. I failed to find any gameplay every time I jumped in on that stream. It was I usually go for that, but just wanted to see some action. We go out the side door now? It's still rusted shut. Ape stream! Put one back on the schedule. This is not the gate that works either. We didn't even use a gate. We came in here. I'm sure he's gone now. The guy who was there by the hole in the wall. Hey, Roach. Roach? Are we too close to the estate? Hey, Roach. Geralt won't call Roach. Roach has abandoned us. I did play Doom. Yeah. Still voting for Pony Island. Roach gets broken sometimes. Just attack in the air and then try calling again. Sure. Hey, Roach. Hey, Roach handles like a shopping cart. Hey, we haven't seen Shamrock Mike in a while. Doing alright out there?
Let's go.
Those bandits aren't hurting no one. I've been so scrambled in my head lately that I really don't know what's next. There's lots of games, backlogs, new games, old games, games we've played. I'm just gonna have to sit down for an hour and taste test. I'm not gonna play them for 5 minutes each. I just gotta sit down and just think about them a little bit. Halo. I've never played Halo. Any Halo. You forgot the sun exists because of the Iris quest. New game, new game! I do poorly trying to think about it here. I don't think about it in the right frame of mind because we're in the middle of playing one game. It's hard to really taste test another game in my head. Destiny! I didn't give it enough of a try, but I never really took to Destiny 1. I haven't played 2, but really played 1. Have it.
It's getting cold.
Oh, Roach. Oh, Roach.
Come on now.
HEDQ, right. Right, my 200-hour speedrun. Can I have the whole week? They'll clear the week for me. Yo, Daisy. How fares thee? Ice cream sandwich. You wish the game had an always rain cheat. You love rain in games. It looks amazing in this game. Ah, it does have good rain. It does have good rain. Okay, Roach, this is where you get off. Udren, here, boy. Just meditate until rain. Cheat. Yeah. What ice cream? What platform are you playing on? Console, PC? I'm sure there are weather mods on PC, but just PC. Should be mods. I don't know if there's a mod that lets you force the weather to rain, but doesn't it need to exist because internets? Daisy, you're lurking, hunting monsters. Good hunting.
I'd have sailed back to Port Lands long ago if it wasn't for those skeleton pirates.
Well, there's something. Ice cream. Quadias mentioned this Weidsman mod. Makes the weather more grim and dark. Swamps are more awesome. Awesome. That might be something to try. I don't really want to take a break right now, but I don't want to get caught needing a break in the middle of some cool stuff. Let's just play through. Play through! We'll see. We're all good. I don't need a break, right? Weedsman is a Polish word for the Witcher. But the name of the mod is simply Witcher in Polish.
2 points, and be quick about it.
Jack. Reads like
Please,
Jack.
good
J as
sir,
in
a
Jack.
bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draft.
Geralt, over here. Oi, waiter looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Hey now, don't make me beg. My treats.
Master mirror on the wall.
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetizing opportunities. Like spiking the soup of
Afternoon crash.
unsavory individuals with a...
I bet y'all drinking that wine too, ain't you? Just smoking them tweeds and everything. Wearing the old clothes all half off your ass. What the hell's going on today?
Hello, sir. Swamps with the mod. There's a link to pictures of swamps with the mod. All good. And this is one of those great themes. You gotta love this theme. Swamp does look good. At a glance, I can't pick it apart and say how it's different. But it looks good. Master mirror on the wall. Who the fuck are you anyway?
Who are you really?
Gaunter O'Dim, also known...
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
Can you guess his name?
That'd be downright noble if you didn't always demand something in return.
Law of the market. I was not the one to coin the phrase, nothing comes free.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
Cthulhu?
You actually control time, or is this just some conjurer's trick?
What difference does it make?
A big one.
Let us say, time has always fascinated me. So I taught myself how best to use it.
Why time of all things?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
I could listen to this theme forever.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, You've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, because we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Lilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, "I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared." End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand.
There is no spoon, there is no spoon, there is no spoon, there is no
That was
spoon,
the
there is
last
no
time you
spoon.
interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? Was waiting. Had an eye out for you.
Fly in his soup.
Didn't see you come in. How was it you're
An eye
here?
out for you.
I'm a witcher. Superhuman quickness. Just one of my many qualities.
You tossed this fly in my soup?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple. Got it?
Aye, got it. Hold there! Your friend, the medic. She were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Thanks.
Hello, Luke.
Oh, did you see?
You're stranger to the bottle,
literally
eh?
dropped
How goes?
dead.
He were there, alive, a moment ago.
Blind drunk he was. Maybe he fainted.
Fainted? He's soaked in blood.
Witcher in the house.
Maybe he fainted. There's a spoon jammed into his brain through his eye socket. The demon lives on one of Lamia's computers. Entrobot lives on one of mine, but the demon who does that thing lives on one of Lamia's computers.
Cat eyes. Mark of the
Witcher? The mark of a dangerous guild you wear.
Is that so? Ah. I think it's on the maze list to add back.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I got lists. Simpika, thank you for the host. Streaming today. Cheers. We're definitely gonna go talk to Shawnee at her home in Oxenfurt. Spoon Man. Hey, Meraxes.
I see, eh?
Greetings. We're off to see Shawnee.
Disease, defeatism, and desertion.
The snow hit someone. I don't see any bears, man. You bring the bears and I'll bring the punchy. Yeah, what you been up to? Simpika, there you are. Hello.
Shawnee.
You had a good stream.
Oh,
yes, it was a really
Geralt.
good stream.
Good thing you're here.
Excellent.
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk
Yeah, we
to you
need that
about.
noise soon.
Or at least not only, but...
I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
Did we say something wrong?
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn him down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
Don't go. Don't go. I need someone to stick around and make things awkward with Triss. No, we can't stand in her way. It's her calling, treating the ill, the wounded. I understand. We'll always have that night on the boat. We'll always have Vladimir.
I understand. Any chance we'll see each other again?
Someday, I'm sure.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows it.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Premathine Shakeslug, claims Olgierd von Everec met with the professor multiple times.
Hell of a name.
Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Mage hunters at the door. He under house arrest?
I can't say, really. Some of the faculty think him a traitor. Say he sold out to the hunters for a hefty pouch of gold. The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what from.
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of knowledge.
If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them using him.
Cheers.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll go together. Redanian guards all over the Academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
Free? Easy, you say? Johnny, come back! Come back, Shani! That didn't work. Okay.
So how are things at the Academy these days?
Avoid Grandma.
Since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind?
To Radovid, there's little difference between the two.
Seems to tolerate you well enough.
Because he needs me. For now.
So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
Oh, I worry, Shani, I worry. Where's she taking us? Follow Shani to the Academy. Yes? Shani?
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the Academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno, eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass, not like to steal nothing.
All right. Well, alone,
Greetings.
which
Sorry
don't draw
about the
too much
spam.
attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
All right, let me in.
Whatsoever a man soweth. Enter the academy grounds. We go with her last time. Not entirely familiar yet. Witcher experimentations continued. 5/20/12/71. My God, it's the 13th century. My dear Gaspar, we cannot rest on our laurels. True, we managed to convince the Witcher to drink the concoction we had brewed without much difficulty, but now we must gather information. Somehow, I doubt this Gerard, or whatever his name was, truly will keep an experiment diary. There. Even if by some miracle, he is literate. Without hard data, the Academy's governors will never renew our grant. Believe me, I've been down that road before. To keep one step ahead of events, I've already taken appropriate action. To be precise, while in Flotsam, I hired a spy who will follow our Witcher's every move and observe his deeds, especially those performed in the alcove. If our calculations are correct, within a year's time, his sterility will be reversed. Proof of which fact should come quickly in the form of expanding female bellies. The rumors about him contain even a grain of truth. The spy's wage is costly, true, but I'm convinced this investment will yield dividends. I believe a potion which restores the ability to reproduce to those who have lost it due to magic or alchemic experiments will be in high demand and earn us a fortune. Vivat Academia, Farid. P.S. Just remember, not a peep about this around the department, or the ethics committee will flay us alive. P.P.S. I've received the spy's first report. The Witcher is headed to Lochmuin. Perhaps it's a good time to visit. The Witcher 2 guys? That sounds right. If we're trying to join her, maybe we can put the whammy on them. I haven't even spoke to them yet, have I? Try to get through. Can't talk? Walk. No talkie-talkie? I'm bringing up the UI for a second, just looking at some markers. Into the Academy grounds. We could try going up and around. I don't know if the objective will fail out if we get too far away. Doesn't seem too familiar. There's a little bit of beach down there. Maybe we could get in down there. Is it deep enough to dive into? Oh, let's find out. We're gonna find our way in. Geralt, you can't even get out of the water. Okay, I'm gonna use the shovel, even though it's steel, because I gotta hear that sound. Yeah. I believe it is, right? Lockqueen at the end of Witcher 2. The last major area. Now Geralt is the caretaker. Always been. Woof! Alright, so besides the drowners, that part was good. The rest of the plan coming down here was bad. We need to get back up. How are we supposed to get into Joiner anyways? What was our, what's the right way? That great sound. They must have had fun picking that one out. Go near the wall. Shawnee gives you a rope. Oh, I didn't remember. Gonna throw you a rope at the back. All right. Sounds pretty good to me. Going over the wall though. I screwed the pooch jumping off into the water. We'll get back someday. Oh, back where the drowners were killed? Oh yeah? You're saying my idea wasn't as bad as I thought it was? I thought I was off my rocker. Gotta be fast, fast. That'll stop me from running off. I checked the mini map. I guess that makes sense. It is kind of around near the external wall. First, I thought I'd be swimming in or going through a passage. It was almost there and he turned around. Yes. All I had to do was walk 3 more feet in that direction.
Psst. Psst. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Grab the line.
Thanks for setting me straight.
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakesock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shawnee. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me. If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
All right. Be seeing you.
Seeing you? Can you really go meet her one more time? Jeez, Carol, you're not looking so good. Enter Professor Shakeslock's house. Mustache gives us parry power. Is that what's happening? Well, we shall use the shovel. Yeah, Quadias, today we've been rolling through stuff. He's charging in.
No choice.
Now we get the proper sounds. We just couldn't get it from the drowners. Look at that. Listen to that. Have you ever heard a more beautiful noise? To accompany the pummeling of flesh and bone.
Looking for a bruising?
No, he prefers puss peeps, though.
Get him from both sides!
Oh, right upside the head. Isn't that a nice womp stick? Hey, Dart. Shit, my paste is still messed up. Did it again. Happy. No, Pastorino.
What? Lost your
Come
nerve?
to Papa Geralt. My bombs still suck. Just. I don't know if my health was actually up in that save or not, since it was down not long ago. Let's just assume Geralt needs to heal up a bit. Oh, the damn crossbow's going down now. Unlock, Geralt. Are you locked on or what? Crossbow's gotta die. Of course I killed him. He had a fucking crossbow. What did you want me to do? Leave him there?
Let's end this.
Get him from both sides!
Bye. Bye-bye.
Well, what do we have here? You
J56896. Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. Anything up there? Hakoven steel. Lamia, what is that the shovel you wanted to borrow?
Locked tight. Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe?
It helped a lot when they added the roll on land. Being able to somewhat cushion a bad drop. Geralt's gravity deaths dropped markedly. Where were we? Jeez, girls. One of these. The game. Not do something with that. Trying to go in. That'll do.
Silver Lamen. Don't know the sigil. Hasn't been used in ages, looks like. Shattered mirror. No sign of impact.
Thank you, Matthew.
Probably
You're
not
out.
an accident.
On for the
Shattered
rest
by
of the
a sound,
stream.
maybe.
Have a good night, Matthew. Thanks for
Someone looking at
hanging
the
out with us
screen.
today. We'll see you next time. All these books, Geralt. You've read all these books before. Go.
Julian Alboco's Lesser Key. Tomes about demons. Dusty as they come.
The essence of evil is to cause suffering. There exist many varieties of suffering, from common corporeal pain through the rarefied torment of the psyche to deep wounds dealt to the soul. Whence, then, does evil arise? Does it appear on its own, or does it only spread when conditions are ripe? Finally, the most important question, how can evil be defeated? Most believe evil has always existed, for none remember a time when it did not. Is that sufficient proof? I dare to doubt it, for I am a scholar, and the essence of scholarship is to question all hypotheses until they have been rigorously proven. The appearance of evil, closely tied to the existence of good, its opposite and antithesis. Good without evil is dimensionless and therefore imperceptible. Evil, then, is an integral part of our lives. Evil wears many faces and appears in many different forms. One of them wears a skin of flesh. This evil, incarnated as man, travels the world, sowing death and suffering. Such evil is devious and difficult to discern. We usually only note its presence when it is already too late. My scholarly wanderings, Through the myths and legends of a great many cultures, I've come across descriptions of a certain individual, which all display a striking similarity. I do not mean in terms of this individual's outer appearance or name, but of his modus operandi. This evil works through trickery, tempting at first with the offer of something seemingly good. The price one must pay for this object of temptation, however, is enormous and non-refundable, and the promised good often contains horrifying hooks and treacherous traps. Beware then of any who promise the impossible, for such can only be delivered through the machinations of evil. The more you know.
Franco? Is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock?
Who the blazes? How do you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, no, no. Out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
This poor guy. Got the book upstairs. We've seen what happened, most of what has happened, with and to Olgierd. Fine print. Fine print.
No one sent me.
You lie. I may be blind, but I sense unclean powers.
No, this was an optional objective, dude.
Why do you think
no
the
one
witch
sent me?
hunters guard me like a treasure?
I'm a witcher.
A mutant? Yeah. Could be.
He's not just a prisoner here. He's a prisoner right there. Right there. He's a prisoner there.
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Hey, look whose beard's coming back.
As if I had a choice. They're ignorant, but not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends. But that's beyond my control.
Ah, yes.
Came here because I
Hey,
need
lover boy.
information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
Congrats.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years in many cultures under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings I went blind, yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims and thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil.
Evil.
Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
He told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
So do the guards outside bring in a chamber pot? I guess he's got a bucket over there. Got a bucket. He's fine.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him.
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and Odin, a meeting at a crossroads, a wish, a pact signed in blood, and a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. Odin delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world, his betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
I'm wondering if there's a mod for these glasses that turns them into aviators. Just a thought.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No, no. Deduce, Witcher. Odin acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, medicine can be much harder to find.
Welcome back, Casper. Been a while. Howdy.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of Odin? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold.
Not had
as
he,
ice.
howdy.
His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this?
Hey, Ben Casper.
No. Odin grants what you wish, not what you want.
What you wish, not
all
what you
who
want.
sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Well, you could live inside a circle.
Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating Odin at his own game.
Meaning?
Odin wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
And the mark.
Odin left a mark on my face.
Guy.
Any way to get it
Aye.
off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless... Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
What's that?
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
What's that? It worked.
Thanks.
Typing? Chat?
Good. Very good.
Did the stars align?
To feel useful after so many years.
The supermoon here a day early?
Fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Is it alive? Uh-oh, look who's not in this circle anymore. Oh, God. And done. Well, thanks for the tips. We're gonna read his journal, and I need to take a break after all. We're gonna take our last break and then finish the DLC. We've got a little bit left. Very cool stuff left, even if it's not the longest part of the DLC. We've been through the big fights. Caretaker. Iris in the painting. Spiders. Olgierd. All today. What the hey? What the hey? What the hey? What the hey? Hey. My notes and observations. Professor Shakeslock. See, do we have, there's the sound effect info. The circle Odim created terrifies me. I cannot see it, but I know it is here. I know no name for the sense with which I perceive it. When I near its bounds, strange shivers shoot down my spine. This is not pain, but something that stands my hair on edge like a hedgehog's quivers. A month has passed, and still I stay within the runic circle. Nightmares prey on me more and more, come to fear sleep. I know not how long I can withstand this. Dreamt I had a daughter. This was strange, for I've never had children, yet one came to me in my sleep. She was no older than 10. She called me Daddy, loved me deeply. I could see it in her eyes. The strangest part of all was that I also burned for her with a great paternal love. Can one possibly dream of someone who does not exist? Can one love such a one? I no longer fear sleep. Perhaps Odim has decided to give me peace. I have no desire to change his mind. My dreams of Amelie give me great joy. My daughter is a good and clever girl. I believe she will grow into a wonderful woman. A shame she exists only in my dreams. Not only do I no longer fear sleep, but now I cannot wait for the moment in which it comes. What a fantastic transformation! If nothing changes, I shall soon try to leave the circle. I know now why I dreamt for weeks of the child I never had. It was his doing. This night, my daughter died. She caught a strange illness which pocked her whole body with hideous oozing sores. Cried, begging me to help. I could do nothing. She died in my arms. I woke soaked in sweat. Remain a wreck. My mind tattered. 3 months passed since Amelie's death. Heart still bleeds and horrifying visions plague my every moment. A blind man who wishes he saw nothing. For utter blindness would be a relief compared to these tormenting visions. I cannot persevere much longer. I've become a deeply unhappy old man. I have now lived within the magic circle for a year. Thoughts of suicide haunt my mind ever more often. It would be so simple, I need but step outside the runes. Yes. We'll just close his eyes there. We're going to take one last break before we carry on to meet Olgierd at the Temple of Lilvani. Why would you hold someone that has a most likely contagious disease? Oh, you mean my vampirism? What are we talking about here? Alright, I don't bite. Much. Those skills, Geralt, those skills. No! Where's it gonna put us? I don't think I saved. Did you say bones of balsa wood? Oh, she had oozing pores and died in his arms. In his dreams, though. In his dreams, it was... Still dead? Dude's still dead? Dude's still dead. Also, there's a door. There's a door. Okay! So, yeah, the break time. Breaky, breaky. Breaky, breaky, Geralt. Break a leg, Geralt. Stay tuned. I'll be back in about, I might pull it a little under 10 minutes, but go stretch your legs, smoke them if you got them, grab a drink, or hug someone, and I'll see you back here in a few, and we'll finish Hearts of Stone. And then we will have an extra stream of some sort tomorrow, but I don't know what we'll be playing since... I don't know yet. Figure it out. I'll see you in a few minutes.